I'm Lauren, and I created the online portrait builder in order to solve problems for two different people on it, the customer and the artist. So let's take the customer's perspective at first. So let's say you want to design a cute illustration of your family. So you approach an artist maybe on Etsy or maybe from Instagram or some other way. And you're thinking, okay, I want to use this for my holiday cards or to tell everyone, you know, happy Halloween on a social media post, etc. And so you approach the artist and say, okay, like here's a picture of my family. How much would it cost to get this created? And usually it's going to be at least $100 or more, which kind of defeats the purpose, right? You're kind of like, oh, like that's way too expensive just for a holiday card or whatever, when you're also having to have them printed among other fees. So it's just a little bit too expensive for the customer depending on what they want to use it for. On top of that, you have to wait at least, I would say maybe 1 or 2 weeks to get your illustration back, because of course the artist has to have time to create it and they already have other projects going on by the time you contact them. So what the online portrait builder does instead is it allows you to have your design immediately, right the day you create it, and it's so much less expensive. If you want to use it for a screen-based purpose, either your phone or your computer, then it is only $5. $5 compared to over $100. And if you want to actually print your illustration, if you want to give it as a gift or just print it for your own house, then it is less than $20 for the high-res file for that. You do have to print it yourself, but the high-res file itself is less than $20. So it is a huge cost savings and time savings for the customer because you get it immediately. Now, on the artist side of things, it is, even though it sounds like a lot of money from the customer side, it takes a lot of hours for the artist to actually create these illustration portraits. And so it's actually a lot of hours, and when artists are trading dollars for hours, they end up getting bogged down and end up working long hours for little pay, and it's very hard to give yourself a raise or increase your prices because you are being competitive with so many other artists. So the online portrait builder solves this problem for artists too. It is a win-win for customers and artists, because artists, while the customer is paying less, the artist can actually earn way more because it is a passive income platform. You build all of your pre-made files up front for the customer to choose from. You upload them to the site, and then you can of course always add more things or add updates, but you earn money on your designs forever. So it's really a win-win for the artist and for the customer, because the artist then does not have to spend long hours creating custom things for the customer. It's already customizable within the site. You just upload your pre-made files and then you're free to make money while you do something else. So it is an amazing win-win for both the artist and the customer. So if you go to the online portrait builder, which is just onlineportraitbuilder.com, you will see phase 1 of the website, which is already up and running. You can use it, you can create portraits for your family or for whatever you want based on the options that are already there. But when I'm talking about artists being able to upload their own designs to the platform, this is the part I'm actually asking for your help with, because it costs around $5,000 to pay a coder to build this platform where we actually have an artist portal, customer accounts, artist accounts, lots of different functionality to be added to the website so that artists can actually add their own designs, and then customers can choose from different artist styles, you know, when they are going to build their portrait. So this is the part that I need your help with. Now let me show you how it works. Okay, so here we are on onlineportraitbuilder.com. This is the homepage, and you just want to enter your email and your first name and click next if you are a customer. If you are an artist, please click this button and we will get back to you a little later on. But if you want to try out the portrait builder, you will need to enter your name and email here, and it will load the next page. So the next thing you want to do is to choose your template, which is just going to be the end size that you want. So if, for example, you want a 5x7 card that's going vertical, you can choose this option. You have horizontal or an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. If you really envision your portrait being vertical or horizontal, you can choose either one. So I'm going to choose this option and choose 3 people. Okay, so you can see the template here. The first one I'm going to do is female, and you can scroll this whole bar down. The screen will appear, or the scroll bar will appear here on the side, but you can still see this window. Okay, so I'm just going to choose Ivory, and let's do a career person. And you can see that all of your options and choices are going to show up under person 1 on the sidebar here. And then you'll click next. So the next thing you want to do is to choose a body style. I'm just going to try to go through this quickly so that you can see how it works. Let's do an oval face shape, and let's do big brown eyes. Okay, and then I'm going to do a smile. The next thing is to choose the hairstyle. We have all different kinds of hairstyles, so you can just try them out. There's some brunette, black hair, some have like gray hair here. So it really just depends on what you're looking for, but you can try them all out. Let's do thick black eyebrows and a round nose. So these are all of the career options. We may have a doctor, a nurse, politician. So you can really just choose any of these outfit options. Let's make her a doctor. Okay. Then if you want to add glasses, you can. And you can play around and see how these look on your character. And then if you decide you don't want them, you just click this little trash can here to make them disappear. But I kind of like her glasses. Okay, and so now we're on person 2. See, it says let's design person 2. So let's do a male with ebony skin. Let's choose career again. Click the next button. We'll make him a bigger dude with brown eyes and smiling. Alright, so you can leave him bald if your guy is bald, or you can choose any of these options. Now I have this Pinterest plugin here. Be careful not to click on that, or you'll have to restart your whole portrait builder over. So you can just move your mouse down a little bit and click there. And then if you want to add facial hair, we will upload those files in a little bit. We still have some more elements. You can always add more and more options, right? So that is to come. So if you wanted to give him a hat, you could. If you decide you don't like it, you can just click the trash can there. Okay, let's choose caramel skin. All right, let's say they have a college-age daughter, for example. We'll make her have a diamond-shaped face. There's also like a closed eyes option. We'll give her small brown eyes and a closed mouth. Okay. You can kind of look through the different options. I kind of like that hairstyle. Click next. Again, you have all of these accessories where the options are pretty much limitless, but again, if you don't like something, just click that trash can. Alright, so here's the part where it might be a little bit confusing, but this is the section where you're going to choose whether or not you want a low resolution or a high resolution file, and all 3 characters will appear on the last page. So just don't freak out if you don't see your other characters. They are here as shown. But if you want something just for web purposes or for your screen or to share on social media, I would choose the $5 option. But if you want to print your portrait at the end, you are going to need to choose the $18, which is 300 dpi. It's just a higher resolution file that you can then print yourself. So I'm just going to choose the $5 option for now and click the button. Okay, so this is where you're going to kind of choose the background for your portrait. Now, if you want it to be just all white, just leave all of this blank and click next. But if you want to choose like a pretty wreath to go around your people, then you can click any of these pre-made options. And then you can also adjust the background color. Now again, you can leave this white if you like it white, but if you want to, let's say you want to kind of make it a cool color, you can choose something on the spectrum here, and of course you can make it darker if you like on this side. And this watermark will disappear when you download your portrait, and your characters will appear on the next page, so don't let that bother you. Okay, so here are your characters. Now, this part is a little bit confusing, but I'm going to explain it. As you see, they're all kind of big on the page here, but they all have these little arrows so that you can resize each one of your characters. Okay, and then they're going to actually be behind this wreath. As you see, clip characters inside wreath is the next button. So you want to position them where like their face isn't going to cut off because it's actually going to be behind this wreath. So I'm going to put her in the middle. I'm going to scale him down a bit. And then I'm going to put the mom also behind. Okay. Now let's say that you actually wanted to bring the mom in front. Just click one time on this character again, and you can bring her to the front. Actually, bring to front. Yes, so now she's in front of the other two characters, and the daughter is behind. Let's say you wanted maybe the daughter to be in front. Just click on, move her to the side, click on the daughter, and click bring to front. Okay, now the daughter is in front. So that's how you do that. And just, align your characters. You can make them, if you want to see the full body, of course you can make them smaller and put them all the way inside the frame. Now if you're deciding you don't want the wreath and you want your characters to take up the whole page, you can go back to wreath and delete it. Okay, so I'm liking that, and I'm going to click on this button once I'm finished, which will clip my characters inside their wreath. Here's a button, or here's a note that says look at the portrait, because it will look exactly like this upon download. So if there's anything that you don't like, for example, if you don't like this leaf going over his head, you could click cancel and kind of move your characters back down a little bit. Then you click this button again and click OK. From here, you will click on the checkout button, which it will require you to log into PayPal, and then it will automatically send you an email with your file attached without this background and without the watermark, so don't worry about that. It will be ready for you to either share online or print if you got the higher res version. If you try to print this version, it will be blurry, so I wouldn't try to do that. But you can also download it right away from this, and it will email you the file. So I hope that was helpful. I hope everything that I just explained made sense and that you're as excited about this passion project as I am. I really hope you'll consider donating today. Even $5 goes a really long way in helping me achieve my goal of getting to phase 2 of the online portrait builder. And if you can't donate today, then at least consider sharing this project online and explaining what it does. That would be a huge help, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram or whatever social media platforms you are on. That would be a huge help to me as well. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. See ya.